Welcome to DIY with Gayle in the Ketchikan Public Library.
Hi, welcome to Saturday. This is it. This is what we're going to do. We're going to make seed paper with, in this case, it has Shasta daisies and this wonderful little pot. And I'm actually making them for the grandkids. I think it'll be a great little start to the spring. So let's get started.
For this craft, we're going to need several pieces of paper, 10 white, and then a couple pieces of construction paper. We're going to tear them up into itty-bitty little pieces, and then we're going to add hot water and let it soak for several hours. It should turn a beautiful little reddish pink color, I'm hoping. Make sure all of the paper is down in the water. The warm water seems to help with the breakdown of the paper.
So for the trip home, I transferred our stuff into a gallon bag so I wouldn't spill it. It has been soaking for about 2 hours. It is now going to go into the blender. I think I'm going to try pulse. Here. Looks like smoothie mode works for that. Still have to reach in and give it a little stir with a spoon, but not too bad. And it's actually taking on that raspberry kind of color from the construction. This is how I'm going to leave it. I didn't make it real smooth. It's kind of a little bit chunky, which I kind of like that look. So I think I'm going to go with that. You can see a lot of water. I'm going to do some straining of that. Okay, now this does not, repeat, does not have the seeds in it yet, okay? I want to get rid of some of that water before I mix those seeds in. Squeeze. I do not have a screen to do this with. A lot of paper making, you do it with a screen. I don't have that option. I'm going to towel pad, which is going to be kind of fun. I'll show you that in a bit when I get some of this water off. Okay. I'm lining a pan with these, I'm not sure what they're called, but they absorb water like crazy, 10 times more absorbent. Anyway, they just suck water out of everything. They're very cool. If you don't have these, just put down paper towel and make it nice and thick because it's going to be wet, okay? And then over here, we're going to go dump our stuff back in. All right, finally got it open. So I'm going to sprinkle my seeds in, and I did the whole lot. And I'm going to mix and mix and mix. Now the thing is we don't want to leave this wet for very long because we don't want our seeds sprouting or anything. Okay? I don't know if you can see them in there, but I can see them a little bit. Okay? Okay, now I'm going to put it on here. Light on the subject. All right, so I want to keep it all on there and I want to flatten it out as much as possible. We're going to use a rolling pin and everything. Okay, just keep it together and mostly squeeze it out. Okay, and I'm actually going to take another one of those. Put it on. See how much water it sucks up? Kind of looks like hamburger, doesn't it? And I love that it's got some of the bigger pieces in it. Can you see that? And see the seeds? We can see the seeds. Okay. And just keep going. I'm gonna go, I had to move it from the pan because my rolling pin wouldn't fit. So we tried rolling it on the paper itself, or the mush that's going to be paper itself. And what happened is it kept pulling apart. But when I put this over the top of it and then rolled, it rolls really nice. Okay, so yeah, that worked out really well. And talk about wet, holy cow. I'm gonna fill in some of those holes. And you can still see there's a lot of water still. So I'm gonna wring these out and do it again and keep doing it. So that is half of my paper so far. The other one's sitting over here waiting for its turn. I have swapped out the pads and done it again and again and again, and I will tell you, it is a hard roll, okay? It's really nice with this stuff on the top, but you still have to press really hard to get that very thin. I mean, mine is still kind of thick. And of course, it's going to depend on your thickness of your seeds. Let's go in here and see if we can see them. I'm going to turn this way a little bit. Okay, so those are seeds. You can see the seeds, okay? And I think it's still thick, so I'm going to go and try and do it a little bit thinner, but you can see the seeds in it. Okay, and then as soon as I get it thin enough, I'm going to let it set and dry. I'm actually going to put it on a cookie rack so that it gets air from both sides. We want it to dry as quickly as it can because we do not want our seeds to germinate. And that's also why we do it at the end, putting the seeds in, because that warm water that we put in to help with the paper, oh, that would not be good for our seeds. Well, not right now anyway. All right, so one more look there, and I just think it's so pretty. If I can get it thin enough, we'll see. Okay, so I've taken cooler mats and basically stacked them. So you've got the one going one way and then the other. Okay, now that it's stacked, going the other way so it won't fall through. And then back over here. Now I cracked it a little bit right here because I did not use this down when I rolled it the last time, and the roller did cause a problem. So using the roller, this one you can see there's no cracks or anything. Okay, now watch this, and I'm going to try to do this one-handed so you can see how much water I've gotten out of this and how it moves. Look at that. Okay, I'm going to lay it down. Take my thing off. So it holds up pretty good. And there it is. We'll wait until it dries. I'm going to give it overnight, and then I'll cut the hearts out in the morning. Alrighty, it's morning and our paper is dry. So last night I had put them on the cookie sheets to dry. I put them in the coldest room in my house and a fan on them. And it did curl just a bit, not bad at all actually. I've also cut out a template for a heart the size that I wanted, and I drew them on with a marker. Now I don't know if you can tell or not, it is a purple marker. I thought that might look kind of cool, but I'm not sure this is the first time I've ever done this, you guys. So everything we're doing here, I've never done before. So this is all trial, okay? And could be some error. All right, now for the part that I've been waiting for 2 days. We're gonna cut it. Okay, it is harder than cardstock, but it does cut. Go slow. I find it's starting to pull apart there, so I think what I'll do is cut that away. And then I can turn and cut better, I think. Maybe just take that piece out. Okay, so you do have to be very careful with it. It does fall apart a little bit, but I think that turned out okay. I'm gonna try another one. I'm definitely gonna cut it apart first. That seems to work better. And remember, none of this is gonna go to waste. So the ones that I don't get turned into a heart, it can just be a piece. And it'll still grow wonders. And just to let you know, I did put a Shasta daisy in here and a black-eyed Susan. I have no idea if the black-eyed Susan will grow here, but my uncle has them growing in his yard in Michigan, and they're so beautiful. So I just added them for a little extra. Slow and easy is all I can say. Slow and easy. I'm going to pull that off there. And it does look like a heart. Okay. We'll need some green paper cut into leaf shapes. I'm gluing mine together right here, and then I'm going to write plant me on them. Then they will be glued to the dowel along with the heart. All right, I've stuck it together. On this one, I just used a different kind of stick just to show that you can use other sticks. Yes, it is upside down. It seemed to make it easier to lay this stick in it and whatnot. Where's my other one? I'm going to show you the other one too. Okay. And probably the longest part of this is waiting for that glue to dry, of course. And again, look, you can see the seeds. I think the kids are going to have a blast with these. Yes, I'm making them for the grandkids. I'll have this little pot that I'm showing you here in a minute up at the library, so you can come see if you want. All right, so they're here drying. I've got the glue gooped on, and they're under a fan a little bit to hurry with the drying. And then I'm going to poke it into this pot right here. But if you want to follow the paper theme of this morning, I'll show you how to make a paper pot. So I've got my newspaper. Please note, this is not the Ketchikan Daily News. The Ketchikan Daily News is a lot wider. So if you are using it, you will have to cut it down. So I'm taking one piece. So if it was, you know, cut it in half, then I'm going to take it, I'm going to fold it in half long ways. Then I'm going to take a bottle or a can, anything to help make the pot. I'm going to place it on here and just roll. Do it loosely so that you can pull your bottle out. Okay? Just, that's all it is. I've left room at the bottom here, and at the seam, start folding in at the seam or it will not hold. Okay, and then you can just pull it out, put your hand in and grind it down a bit, and there's your pot. Now this pot, and it will pop up and stuff, you can set it inside something or whatever, but this will make it easier for the kids to transplant their wonderful flowers later without having to mess with the roots or anything. And this is just a quick and easy pot. They're very durable. They don't come apart. I mean, it's, you know, if you want, you can put tape on the bottom. I don't. Honestly, I use the toilet paper rolls more than anything. But this is a great starter pot for your seeds. And if you want to follow the paper theme, instead of going with the clay pot, there you go. The other thing that I want to mention is the Winter Reading Club, Adult Winter Reading Club is still going on. It goes on until, I believe, March 27th. Also, we will be having the Valentine's date with a book. I'll give you a glimpse of this in a few minutes with everything done, and the rest of it, have a fabulous day. Take care. Here's our finished item. Let me know if you give it a try. Whoops. Stand up in there. I'm having coconut fibers here, dry ones at that. And there it is. Give it a try. Again, a nice little look at our coloring there. I just think it's beautiful. And I'll go up here on this one so we can see the seeds. Have a happy Valentine.